Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. Sophie Morgan, a board-certified urologist with over 10 years of clinical experience, helping men protect not just their bodies, but their confidence, dignity, and relationships. Today, I'm going to give you advice that most men never hear in their lifetime. This is the kind of conversation that might make you blush a little, but I promise you it will change the way you think about intimacy, confidence, and even your health as a man. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. United States, Malaysia, South Africa, Brazil, Ireland. I love knowing how far this community reaches. Here's the truth nobody tells older men. Intimacy does not retire. Passion doesn't have an expiration date. Yet, I see too many men giving up, thinking they're too old for deeper connection. But here's the myth we need to bust. Problems in the bedroom are not always just age. Often they're linked to small, manageable habits you can change starting right now. And here's what 90% of men get catastrophically wrong. There's one single word you can say or one face you can make that destroys intimacy instantly. Not in weeks, in seconds. I'm going to reveal exactly what that is. But first, you need to understand the 4 habits that lead up to it. Because habit mistake number 1 only makes sense once you see the pattern. I've spent over a decade helping men in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond reclaim confidence in their intimate life. And when men truly understand how the body works, the biology, the emotions, the reality, they reconnect with their partners and rediscover freedom they thought they'd lost forever. So let's break down 5 key habits. Stay with me, because what I reveal at the end will surprise you. Habit mistake number 5, thinking vaginal fluids are dirty. This is the root of so much shame. Vaginal fluids are not random moisture, they're a masterpiece. The Bartholin's glands secrete silky fluid to reduce friction. The Skens glands add lubrication during arousal. The cervix provides protective mucus. These fluids are mostly water plus amino acids, enzymes, minerals, and lactic acid, designed to protect tissue, reduce infection, and make intimacy safe and pleasurable. Emotionally, when a man rejects these fluids, it creates shame. Practically, it damages trust and makes intimacy feel unsafe. The shift? Don't think of fluids as gross. Think of them as the body's signal that connection is possible. If understanding biology makes intimacy better, type 5 in the comments. If you think it's unnecessary, type 0. But here's where most men panic. Habit mistake number 4, ignoring taste and smell. This is the number 1 private question men ask me. What about the taste or smell? Here's the truth. Fluids vary naturally. Diet, hydration, hormones, stress, medications all change the profile. Pineapple and citrus? Fresher. Garlic and coffee? Stronger. Around ovulation? Neutral. After menopause? Slightly acidic. Variation is normal. No 2 men smell the same after a workout. No 2 women taste the same either. If there's a sudden unpleasant change with itching, it's usually a treatable imbalance. That's a doctor's visit, not a deal breaker. The mistake? Turning normal variation into criticism. Gentlemen, acceptance is more arousing than perfection. But here's what you're wondering right now. What about safety? And this is where things get serious. Habit mistake number 3, overlooking safety and health status. Is it safe to swallow fluids? For healthy couples, yes. Fluids are mostly water, enzymes, protective compounds. But here's what most men ignore. Fluids can carry sexually transmitted infections. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, HIV. Risk is higher with active infection, even more with mouth sores or bleeding gums. Biologically, risk exists. It's low, but not 0. Emotionally, honesty is the safeguard. Practically, the fix is simple. Know your status, test together, use barriers in new relationships. If testing conversations strengthen relationships, type 3. If they kill the mood, type 4. The mistake? Assuming no symptoms means no risk. True intimacy comes with trust and transparency. Now, even when couples are safe and communicate well, there's still something that quietly destroys connection. Habit mistake number 2, staying silent out of embarrassment. I've seen couples lose connection not because of illness, but silence. A change in smell, a question about safety. Left unspoken, it grows into shame and distance. Let me tell you about James, 68 years old, married 40 years. They'd stopped being intimate for over a year. He noticed a scent change after her menopause and said nothing. She sensed his hesitation and assumed he no longer found her attractive. When they finally talked in my office, tears flowed. He said, "I was worried something was wrong. I didn't want to hurt her." She said, "I thought you didn't want me anymore." One conversation changed everything. Biologically, the body is always changing. Emotionally, when couples hide concerns, partners feel rejection without explanation. Practically, small issues go untreated and intimacy dies. The mistake is silence. The solution is communication with kindness and respect. But there's one habit mistake more devastating than all of these combined, and 90% of men make it without realizing. This is the intimacy killer. Habit mistake number 1, responding with disgust instead of acceptance. This is the single most damaging thing you can do. Here's what happens. You're being intimate. Everything feels good. Then, for one split second, you taste something unexpected, and you react. You pull back. You make a face. You hesitate. And in that instant, everything changes. Your partner sees it. She feels it. Shame floods her system. Her arousal vanishes. Her trust cracks. And sometimes, she never fully opens up again. I've counseled couples where one facial expression of disgust led to years of sexual distance. The woman pulls away, makes excuses, loses interest, not because her body changed, because she felt rejected at her most vulnerable moment. Here's the truth. Her body is doing exactly what it's designed to do. When she feels fully accepted, her arousal deepens and trust expands. If something feels different, respond with kindness, not disgust. Suggest a shower together. Encourage hydration. Make it a team effort, never a criticism. Because acceptance is more arousing than perfection, and disgust kills intimacy faster than any physical problem ever could. When a man embraces his partner fully, including her fluids, he communicates one powerful message. I accept you completely. I trust you. I love every part of you. So here's your action plan. Have the health conversation. Test together twice a year. It's partnership, not mistrust. Pay attention. Don't judge. If something smells different, suggest a shower together as a team. Practice acceptance. Her fluids aren't dirty. They're a sign of health, readiness, and trust. You are not alone. Every man asks these questions. Every couple worries about the same things. And when they talk with honesty and care, intimacy thrives. Remember, safety builds trust, and trust makes passion last for decades. Passion doesn't retire. Your 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s can be your most connected years if you let go of shame, embrace acceptance, and care for your health together. If this spoke to you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with another man who needs this. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from, and which habit mistakes surprised you most? Drop the number below. I'm Dr. Sophie Morgan. Small changes bring freedom, comfort, and confidence back into your life. Passion does not expire, and neither should you.